Hi guys, Mons here. On this episode of Ball in Mons, we're going to be looking at the Lakers review for week 15 and 16. Just before I get started, if you're ready to subscribe to my channel, thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure to hit on subscribe button. Thank you very much. So, like my Lakers review, are always very quick ones. So the last week and a half, nearly 2 weeks, Lakers went 5-4. They had 9 games, they won 5, and they lost 4 games. So the games they won were Bulls, Wizards, Nets, Philly, and Warriors. And the games that lost were Cavs, Knicks, OKC, and Spurs. As you can see, there's a trend there. Lakers are very, very good against the lesser team, and against the bit better teams, better playoff teams, Lakers just aren't good enough to beat them, unfortunately. And obviously, I know that beat Philly and Warriors. However, Warriors had no Steph, they had no Jimmy Butler playing. Philly aren't a great team in my opinion. So let me just get started in terms of some of the games. So for the Bulls game, it was a very exciting game. Like I said, Lakers are flat track bullies. But I would give Luka his credit. He's the best offensive player, his best offensive engine in the league by far. He scored 46.7 rebounds and 11 assists in this game. Brilliant offensive engine, brilliant offensive player. For me, he's the best offensive player in the league by far. Against the Cavs, Lakers actually had a very, very good start in this game. The first 2 quarters were brilliant. Then the third quarter came, they could not sustain defensive pressure being put on them by the Cavs. There's an MO here in being the Lakers. If you put enough defensive pressure on them, they won't be able to sustain it because Lakers defensively just aren't a great defensive team. They're very, very top heavy, and I've mentioned that so many times. And the Lakers higher ups, I failed to build a team around the 3 stars, the Luka, the Reaves, and LeBron, for them to be able to compete deep into the playoffs. In this game, like I said, defensively they were very, very poor. And obviously, the Cavs ended up seeing it out. However, LeBron was very, very poor offensively. I expected more from LeBron, especially in his going back to Cleveland. Wizard game, like I said, another easy game. But fair play to Luka. He had dropped 37 points, 11, and 13 rebounds. I think there's 2 times in the NBA that someone has scored a 20-point triple-double, and it's both been done by Luka. So like I said, he's the best offensive player in the league by far. What a great offensive engine. And then came the Knicks. Similar to the pattern in the Cavs game, the Lakers did very, very well in the first 2 quarters, and then they fell completely apart again in the third quarter. And OG Anunoby had a game of his life, hitting all the trees, hitting all the shots, and making great defensive stop towards the end. And Lakers couldn't keep up with it. Like I said, put enough defensive pressure on the Lakers, and Lakers are going to fall. There's no chance of them keeping up against any decent playoff team, in my opinion. Against 76ers, 76ers are a very, very bang average team. I know they have Joel Embiid. It's also good to see Embiid back healthy and enjoying the game. In this game, Marcus Smart did a very, very good job on Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey, one of the best young players in the league offensively, is absolutely unbelievable. But Marcus Smart did a very, very good job on him in this game. And there was a bit of Lakers history in this game. Austin Reaves was the first Laker to score at least 35 or more points with as many minutes coming off the bench. So he scored 35. Austin Reaves scored 35 or more points with coming off the bench with as many minutes. That's a little bit of Lakers history for Austin Reaves. It's great to see Austin Reaves do that from undrafted to coming into the league and being one of the stars. But a background of Luka and Austin Reaves can't win the championship unless you get a huge mega superstar like Giannis to go along with it. And I think this summer, LA are going to get Giannis. I think that's what they're waiting for, in my opinion. In this game, very good game. Lakers end up winning. Luka went down injured. I think his hamstring. He hurt his hamstring in this game. And in the third and fourth quarter, Lakers tightened up defensively. Marcus Smart tightened up defensively. Lakers, Braun, they tightened up defensively, and they got the victory. It was a very, very good victory in this game. Against the Warriors, good win. But there was no Steph, there was no Luka, and there was also no Jimmy Butler. LeBron had 7 points in the first 2 quarters, and then in the third quarter he had 12 points. He had to be more better offensively and bring more output offensively, and he had 12 points in the third quarter. That's eventually what won us the game. And then defensively going down the stretch were very, very good. I think if Lakers had the lead, I think the record this year is Lakers, if they're leading by the third quarter, I think they're 13-0 or something crazy like that. I think they're the best in the league in that regards. And there was a lot of parity in Lakers scoring in this game. There were 6 Lakers players in double digits, and little line was LeBron with 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 assists. And against the last 2 games I want to go through is the OKC Thunders. They had no Shea. We had no Luka. But I expected a tough game. But the way the OKC players defend, and they let them get away with hacking a lot of players. There was a play there. I can't remember his name. One of the better defenders in the league. He was guarding LeBron, and they were just hacking him, and they just let OKC players get away with this. Every single time you see OKC play, some of the best defenders always get away with just hacking players because they're known as defensive players. But I was still disappointed in the loss. I think I said nowadays I just watch Lakers. There's no emotions anymore. Like if they're playing a good team, you just expect them to lose, in my opinion. Um, and then against Spurs, that was a shattered loss, in my opinion. There was no Luka, there was no LeBron, there was no Ross Reaves. That was a shattered loss. So overall, Lakers just above 500 in the last 2 weeks. Coming into All Star break, I'm going to make a quick video next week, dropping about how Lakers can run the table after the All Star break if they really want to compete in the playoff. If you make it into my video, please drop a comment below. If you have any suggestion, whatever, please drop a comment below also. Also, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Thank you very much. Peace out.